Good evening, episode of Spooky Tales. I'm your host, Reese Bowling. Before we get into today's episode, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Today's episode is brought to you by We Handle Candles and Spooky Films. We Handle Candles offers a variety of holiday and decorative candles and wax melts. You can find them on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Just search We Handle Candles. We handle candles, so you don't have to.
We are here with our guest for today, Andrew McGowen.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing? Thank you for coming on.
No problem, guys.
So if you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a paranormal investigator here in the state of Michigan. Pretty simple, actually. I started at the age of 4. Just seeing spirits, and so I just got into it. Rolled with it.
Okay. What was the first spirit you saw?
I would say my attachment at the age of 4.
Okay.
Yep.
His
name's Damien.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah,
Is your
his
attachment
name's
name?
Damien. He's a demon.
Okay.
So he's been with me since I was 4.
Okay. Did he say anything to you?
Honestly, I don't know. He was very quiet, very hesitant at first. Very shy, I would say. He actually mimicked my mother's voice. That's kind of how I got tricked into meeting him.
Really?
Yeah, so kind of like a skinwalker.
Okay.
Mimicking the voice, but so that's how that kind of happened.
Wow.
Yep, I got tricked into that. So, but I mean, you're 4 years old. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So Damien is still around, correct?
Oh yeah, he's still around for sure.
Right.
He was with me my last investigation, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Did he do anything or say anything?
Yeah, he spooked a couple of people for me.
Really?
It was quite funny. We were coming down to the basement where the morgue was at, and I said, "Damien, slap the wall." And all of a sudden, you just hear this big boom right in front of them, and they just jump back, and I'm just laughing. So that happened. That was actually quite entertaining.
Nice. May I ask where your last investigation was?
So my last investigation was at the Stimson Hospital. Excuse me, guys. It was at the Stimson Hospital over in Eaton Rapids. I was over there joined with Beyond the Shadows and a couple other investigators. Very active, and I got well over good 4 hour worth of film.
Wow.
Yeah. Film and photos, man. Wow. So I'll be editing that and uploading it onto my channel. So if you guys want, my channel's name is Andrew's Paranormal Experience over on YouTube, or at Andrew M666. My Facebook, Andrew McGowen. You guys can find me anywhere. So.
May I ask, how long have you been a paranormal investigator?
So, investigating-wise, I want to say about 10 years. Recently on film for everybody to witness, probably less than a year now.
Okay.
So.
You started back in 2023 with filming and that?
Yeah. That's when I started posting it online. And then I just came up with the idea, hey, let's turn it into my experience, let everyone see from my point of view of what I see on a daily basis and what I experience at home or on the job, or if we're out exploring abandoned buildings and we just capture something at that time and, oh, okay, But also as an investigator, it's our job to debunk just as much as it is to prove anything, really. Going into an investigation, you don't want to be like, oh, okay, we're going to get all this crazy activity because someone said this place is haunted. Well, when you go in there and nothing happens, well, you're going to be disappointed. And, that as our job as an investigator, it's our job to go in and either debunk or prove that there is something there.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you see more, have you done any residential paranormal investigations?
I have done a few.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you mostly focus on like buildings and stuff like that?
Honestly, I'm a more widespread I go like woods, haunted forests, crazy abandoned prisons, things like that. Anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere.
Nice.
Battlefields, anything like that. So
Now, when there's a building and they say it's haunted, and then say the building gets torn down, would you say the spirits stay to that, that place? Like, would you say they're attached to like the grounds?
in some cases, yes.
Okay.
Now, most spirits are usually around due to objects that may be around. They're attached to those objects. So, for instance, let's say this guy here, you buy him off eBay and he has an attachment with him, and you start noticing weird and odd things happening. Well, you take him away and you notice everything just stops.
Yeah.
There you go. He was attached to that specific item.
Besides objects, if they're attached to objects, why would you say spirits stay on Earth?
Maybe because they're just, either not ready to move on. They have unfinished business. Maybe they're just damned to suffer for the rest of the remaining of whatever they are here to suffer. And in most cases, we have portals, and that allows for them to come to our world and interact with us. And, sometimes we want to close those portals.
Yes.
Because, you don't want to run into a demon or something on the other side. Let me tell you, that's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was scratched a few times.
What's the worst scratch you've ever gotten?
It would be the farmhouse investigation over in Garden City. I was coming home, dropping her off from work, and big old claw mark right down my face, all the way down my neck. I actually have photos of it. If I could pull it up real quick, I could show you guys. That's pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. These are all the scratches from that investigation that night. Literally, it was coming down through my beard. There was one coming down. There was all the way down my neck, all down my leg, my thigh, everything. And I'm like, where is this coming from? And I felt it as I'm driving in the car, come right down my neck.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it just felt like a burn running down my neck. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. So I went home, cleansed myself with some sage.
So you would say that some spirits have like followed you?
Yes.
After an investigation?
Oh, yes. Even though I give them no permission to follow me. Mm-hmm. It could be a malevolent spirit saying, screw you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to attach to you now.
Okay. And if a spirit attaches to somebody, how would you, lack of a better word, get rid of it?
Honestly, you have to show no fear. You have to have confidence. That's the first step is, don't fall victim to whatever may be attached to you. Regardless if it was a loved one or not, because it could be a trickster. Just sage your house, There's little prayers or blessings you can do to protect yourself. Like me, and for instance, I have a protection bracelet on, and I sage myself before and after every investigation.
Okay.
Or holy water.
Holy water?
Yep.
Okay. What pieces of equipment are essential for any investigator?
I would say the flashlight would be the first essential.
Okay.
Most importantly, a flashlight. Because you're going to be able to need to see. Mm-hmm. Because if you're going into these places and there's no power to it, well, you're not going to see, and you're going to trip over everything. So safety is number one. You want a flashlight. You want, some lights like this that are bright enough, boom. That way you could see. A clear mind would be number two.
Okay.
Go in with a positive attitude. Don't feel discouraged, because you will feel discouraged sometimes, because sometimes they just don't want to interact. They're just like you and I. We have feelings, they have feelings. Sometimes they just don't want to be bothered. But you do get those instances where they're like, okay, let's be playful. And that's when they come in, they touch your hair, they play with you a little bit, they're messing with you. They're saying, hey, we're here, I got an EMF reader right here. So this thing, this is also important too, because it will not pick up a lot of electronic. As you guys can see, it's not going off, even with all this electronic in here. That light's not going off.
Okay.
Now, even if I go near the mic or that, it won't go off. Anything electrical. This is to detect energy that you cannot see.
Okay.
So let's say a spirit walks in. This will jump over to the center dot here, or over to the green. It depends. Now, if they come and touch it, it'll jump over to the red. Or if it's an energy stronger than, let's say a normal spirit, like a regular spirit, it'll instantly shoot up to red.
Okay.
So as you guys can see, as I demonstrated, it won't go off near electronics even if they're on. So you guys can see it works. REM pods. REM pods are important too, because this particular type here reads temperature change in the room. It's got an antenna here, basically like a range. You can pick your different ranges. It will flash from, temperature change. It'll go from green to orange to blue. That's temperature change. Red to solid red, or this goes off, or this little dot goes off. They're either near it or they're touching it.
Okay.
I can demonstrate on how it works real quick. So we just turn that on, do the range, as you guys saw the purple light and all that. So essentially you have to be about that close to make it go off. Now if it goes insane, they're doing this.
Okay.
Or this. As you can see, that's indicating that they're touching. It'll let you know on each side which side is going off. This is temperature, that's temperature. This is indicating, hey, I'm over here. Hey, I'm over here. That's the temperature gauge on the bottom. So that way it automatically senses the temperature in the room. So if it changes, this light goes off.
Okay.
And it'll let you know that, hey, there's someone in here.
Nice.
I got some cat balls, simple little cat toys. You just turn them on. Let's see if I can get it to stay. There we go. Perfect example. So with these, more likely you're either going to get children's spirits or, younger spirits to play with these objects. These ones more or less like the older, or, because they don't know what technology is. You have to kind of explain it to them. Hey, do you want to come play with our toys? This is a cat toy. Show them an example of, look, this is what happens when you touch it. It goes off. Or, hey, you want to come play with this. If you do this and touch it, it goes off and makes funny noises. You have to encourage them to come and interact with you.
Okay.
You don't want to scare them. You want to let them know that you're not there to harm them, that you don't want to scare them. Okay. You're just there to observe and get answers. That's it.
All right.
So.
Nice. So what's the most haunted location you've investigated this far?
I would say the Reiki Terror over in Wyandotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I was there. I was there.
You were there with me. You experienced some of the horrific things that happened that night.
Especially towards the end of that
video.
So,
if you want to explain a little bit what happened, because I don't remember half of that. So
for those of you who don't know, About we were towards the end of our investigation.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
were good 10 minutes
Yeah.
right at the end.
so we arrived at like 6 o'clock, and it was about almost 11 o'clock that night, and we were going to end at 11. So Andrew, he was walking around the room, and you went into the bathroom.
Yep.
And so I remember I went back and watched the video a couple of days ago, and it said, you said something bad happened in here. You were like some bad, something happened. And,
Yeah, and then that's when I went
and
blank.
that's when he went blank. And on the one machine, it said chaos. It was on the necrophonic. That said chaos. And he blacked out. And then I remember you turned around and you just had like this blank. It wasn't your face. It didn't look like you were angry. And you actually, I thought you were going to tackle me, actually. You looked like you were about to knock me down on the ground. That's why I was like, Andrew, wake up. So I was going, Andrew, wake up.
Yeah.
And then you pointed at the door like that. And he whispered, they're coming. And then you walked over and like you sort of like contorted your neck like that. And it sounded like a rope creaking, sort of like as if there was a rope wrapped around your neck, like as if you were being hung.
Yeah, because I do remember earlier in the investigation, I said something about someone being hung up in the corner.
And it was in that room that you blacked out.
Okay.
And when you went into the room, there was a tarot room, and you went in there, and there was just a blank wall, and you were going, leave, leave, and you were saying, leave, leave. And Autumn was trying to wake you up, and she was going, babe, wake up. And then you hunched over and started coughing real bad, and then all of a sudden you snapped out of it.
I do remember you guys telling me I slammed a door.
Yeah, she tried to hold the door, and you slammed it open.
And it just slammed, huh?
Yeah, you just threw it open, and it slammed against the wall.
That's insane.
That's when we cut the video.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, just keep recording. No, cut.
No, she said end it. So she gave me the camera and we turned it off.
Yeah, so I would say honestly that would be a scary place, but yeah, the farmhouse was a good scary place because I was not expecting to be scratched or have an attachment on me.
Yeah.
Especially that quick, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't the 14-year-old boy because he showed himself that night I was there, and everyone's like, where is he? I said, he's in the closet, and all of a sudden you see this pole just right on over.
Wow.
Yep. It was that 14-year-old boy. He just pushed the little pole over, and everyone's like, you can see him? Yeah. I can interact with him like I'm talking to you right now.
Wow.
Yeah. They were all shocked. They were like, that's incredible. I was like, I know, it's a curse too. It's a blessing and a curse all in one, you know. Sometimes, you know, you get spirits that are unrested and just want to talk and just talk, and you want to go to sleep because it's 3 a.m. or, you know, you got somewhere to be the next day and you just talk. Like,
Yeah.
go to sleep, guys. Oh, they're dead.
Yeah. So do you have any upcoming paranormal investigations planned?
I do. We have one, you and I together, on the 27th. Bobby Mackey's, I got that coming up. That'll be coming up. I'm in the process of editing my video from the Stimson Hospital, so that will be up as soon as I get done with the editing process, because, like I said, it's a good 4.5 hours of film, so I didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And we had free roam of the entire place. So,
Really?
we got to go down in the morgue. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I caught a lot of apparitions. We had a guy he was doing a photo, you know.
Yeah.
And he noticed a face in one of the photos. And it was really cool because it was one of the nurses wearing a mask over her face.
Really?
Yep, it was one of the nurses that had passed away there.
Wow.
And he captured that on camera, so I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
REM pods were going off all night.
Wow.
There was a ghost cat upstairs.
Okay.
And he was playing my REM pod, so we captured all of that.
Wow.
We got him playing with the cat balls, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, I have a very busy schedule this year. I have a lot coming. So stay tuned with that because, like I said, I have a lot of investigations coming. Variety of different places, different states. I'll be going to Kentucky, West Virginia, and, Tennessee. I got a couple places down there I'll be doing. Jackson. I got a place out there I'll be investigating. So I will be very busy this year.
Okay. And where can we find you once more?
You guys can find me on YouTube at Andrew M666 or on Facebook, Andrew McGowen. My Instagram link and all that's on there. I don't know it offhand. Sorry, guys. But you guys can find all of my links right on my Facebook page. It's on Andrew McGowan's page. So
Okay. And the name of your YouTube channel once more? The
Andrew's Paranormal Experience.
Andrew's Paranormal Experience.
It's on the back of our hoodies, guys. So
I noticed you have a hoodie on with a ghost holding a camera. So would you care to...
my own little logo there. Yes, that is Sam the Ghost.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's your official paranormal investigation hoodie?
Yes, it is. I also have my T-shirt on as well. So I do have T-shirts as well.
Nice. And if for people where can they get those?
Right now I do not have all that figured out because I'm trying to figure out mass production.
Okay.
So I'm looking for someone who can do mass production of shirts, hoodies, and hats.
Okay.
Once I get that figured out, I will post over on my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. All my sites you guys can go on. I'll post and let everyone know when I have merch up and ready to be purchased and sold.
That concludes our episode of Spooky Tales. Thank you for watching. If you've had any supernatural experiences, please comment below. And wish you all a very spectacular night.